here in this forest in Japan on a Monday making this little video. Why am I in the forest? Why am I in Japan? Why am I unemployed? Why am I making this video? I don't know, but does any of it really matter that much? Like, I just came here to live my life and to have an experience. It's almost like sometimes I forget the reason that I make videos. The reason I have always made videos. It's because as a creative person, I'm always looking to create and develop more of who I am, what I want to express, what my thoughts are, what I believe in creatively through the act of creation itself. And I feel like in this current era of YouTube, and also given some of my more recent like digital marketing background, sometimes I forget what I'm doing this for all at the end of the day. And really I'm not doing it for anything. And I know for some people that seems kind of pointless or inane or not logical, but it is in fact very logical. Like, hobbies are things that we do just because we like them. Unfortunately, YouTube is a hobby with a lot of stigma attached to it. Konnichiwa. It's just like one of those hobbies where people think by assumption that if you start a YouTube channel, you're like trying to do something with your life. Not really. I'm in fact unemployed, self-employed on a Monday in the forest in Japan making this little video. Dang. It's not that deep. Thank you for watching. It's not that I don't care about my channel or that I don't care about the content that I make. It's just that like sometimes we can't take things in life so seriously all the time, you know? Yeah, so if you're a little creator or a big creator watching this, consider this your reminder and your encouragement to keep doing your thing, keep doing you. And it's not always for other people or for the results that we get from them. Make those silly little internet videos, even if nobody watches. That was a mosquito. I'm hiking in the mountains in Japan alone right now filming this, and a mosquito just hit my face. But yeah, make your silly little internet videos, even if no one watches. And hopefully this message will reach the right people, because it's so much more than what people make it out to be. It's so much more than what people make it out to be. YouTube is so much more. Being a creator is so much more than what 90% of people make it out to be. And I feel like I can talk about this, okay? Because I've been a little nobody internet creator since I was in elementary school. Literally in elementary school. And I made all sorts of cringe videos over the years. Some that have gotten views, some that haven't gotten views. And at the end of the day, I realized it really doesn't matter as much as people think, or as much as sometimes you even give yourself pressure for. So let's talk about it. Today, I'm talking about why you should make your silly little internet videos, even if it's cringe. And like, I am telling you this because I have lived this, okay? I have been making cringe content. I have been making cringe content for a very long time. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay, and it's actually a lot of fun. The marketer in me should theoretically be like, you're making these cringe little internet videos that aren't getting a lot of views, and so by logical standards that means bad, or that means you're doing something wrong. And of course I want my channel to reach more people if that's what it's meant to do. But if it doesn't, and it just reaches a few of the right people, that's cool too. And so I'm sharing this advice from the POV of a content creator who's been making videos since I was in elementary school on photo booth. And recently I've been realizing that the process of making these videos is actually a very core, fundamental piece of who I am. And I would never have known that about myself. I would have never had this experience or hobby if I didn't keep picking up the camera and making my cringe little videos. If some part of you really has a calling to make videos, film yourself, talk on the camera, whatever, that itself is your joy. You don't need some marvelous end result from it. It's actually in the act of making these cringe little internet videos throughout my life that I've become who I am. I've been reflecting on this a lot recently because I left my corporate career in marketing. So I've been reflecting on, like, what am I doing with my life? Where am I putting my time and energy? And it just hit me that regardless of the outputs or how successful I may or may not be as a YouTuber, none of that actually matters so much as my continued dynamic relationship with picking up the camera and talking to it. And in the process of making videos, I realized that that is who I am. That is who I am. And who I am is not determined by the success. I think a lot of people start YouTube channels, especially like post-COVID, because they want to get some end result. Like, they want to be able to work for themselves, or they want to be able to make money or do something, right? But the truth is, for me personally, and maybe a lot of creators out there, no matter what your medium is, I started making videos, making cringe little internet videos before I even have a brain cell. So, I wasn't even thinking that far. And recently, continuing to make my YouTube channel, it's just something I like to do. Yeah. I have to start walking again because there's too many people. But anyways, I came here to have this experience, and it was by having this experience after more than a decade of making videos like this. After more than a decade of making videos like this, I realized that I truly don't care so much about external metrics. There was definitely a point in my life, especially the marketing brain that I had developed over the years, was if this video doesn't get views, then that affects my experience of making it. But I realized, again recently, that no, all of that is baloney. The reason I've made videos all along is because I've found some piece of myself in, doing this. Wow. And also by leaning into my joy, by leaning into creating videos, it's naturally repelled things in my life and attracted other things in my life. So the impact of making videos on my life has actually changed the very trajectory of my life, which is this cool co-creative process as well. It's hard to quantify, really. So if you are a small creator, or creator of any size, really, I guess this video is just an inspiration I found recently in, again, learning that I love the process. And it's just a little interesting that my hobby happens to fall in this space that has so much pressure and expectation and riz around it. YouTube. Oh, people want to make YouTube videos or become a YouTuber. But I feel like when I really first started making videos, I didn't really have any of those preconceptions. And as I continued making videos through the years, I observed how much the landscape changed. That's also why I took like an intentional break from making videos and from social media for 4 years to dive deeper into my inner self. Well, more, I guess, spiritually, but also just working on myself, working on my skills, all of those things. I took a break from YouTube for 4 years, and recently I've been back on YouTube making videos and picking up the camera. And it's just a reminder of how much I feel to make these silly little videos. So if you're a small creator or a creator of any size, any platform, don't give up what you love. Trust in the process of doing what you love. Not for an end result, not for the metrics or what other people might think, but for your own experience of becoming. Your own experience of becoming. Your own art of creating your life. And also, I guess creating videos on the internet, creating videos maybe for yourself, it can actually help you better define and then create a life that you love, because video making can be a pretty introspective process, and you also witness yourself from your videos. And like I said, making videos is going to attract some things into your life and repel you away from other things in your life. For example, in a younger period of my life, I was working corporate in New York, and I was very quickly repelled from that life because I was like, there's no way I can have the right kind of psychic energy to make videos or do my hobbies or just be the me that I love being and work at this job. And so very quickly I was repelled from that job. I think being in a corporate job just made it harder for me to do YouTube, because again, it's like a hobby that comes with a lot of stigma. And I wonder if even like at points in my corporate career, people think I don't take my corporate job seriously because I make YouTube videos. And I feel like it's actually adversely harmed my career too sometimes. Like I can't help but have that doubt. But at the same time, like what I was saying, doing what you love, for me, like creating these silly little internet videos, repels you from certain experiences in life and draws you closer towards others. And let's embrace that process. Let's just embrace the process of being ourselves and doing things. There's a lot of like practical benefits or cool skills that you can learn from making videos too that I won't go into in this video because I feel like there's a lot of content about this. But this video is just me sharing my experience of creating yourself through the process of creation. Through creation, you also create your own self. It's not just the output that you create. You create yourself. You create your experiences. You create your lifestyle. Yay. So, I know this video was a little different from the kind of content I usually make. I've literally been like hiking this mountain the entire time, but thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you soon.